All right, we got the new Truetone One Spot Pro CS11. This one goes to 11, it says on the box. Let's open it up and see what we got. We got the Truetone sticker that everybody wants. Also have this note here, please unplug your One Spot Pro when not in use, save energy and save your power supply. That's great advice. For those of you, especially who have home studios, sometimes you might be tempted to leave your power supply plugged in 24/7, 365 days a year. Never a good idea. You're wasting electricity, first of all, but more importantly, you're also potentially stressing out your power supply by just letting it build up heat for days and months and years. So unplug it when you're not using it. You won't regret it. And then lastly, there's a owner's manual, which these are not as long-winded as some out there, so they're quite handy to have just if you need some quick information about notes on certain pedals that you might have to power, how to mount it under your Pedaltrain, what comes in the package, all that good stuff. It's in here. One Spot Pro Truetone, family owned and operated since 1995. These guys have been around a while. Of course, I would know. I started it. So there's the CS11. 11 outputs on the front, all clearly labeled underneath with dip switches too. And so you can see it if it's mounted under your pedal board. We've got high current 500 milliamp outputs on either end. So if you're setting this up on a pedal board that has high current stuff over here and high current stuff over there, you got short cable runs to either way, which is great. You got 9 volts, 250 milliamps, 5 of those actually. And then a couple that are 9 volts or 18 volts switchable by those dip switches. And a couple that are 9 volts, 12 volts switchable via the dip switches. So that's cool. And also there's an extra output on the back, 12 volts DC, 2.5 amps. That's a lot of power. And also a little reminder that these are very energy efficient power supplies, as all the Truetone stuff is. This extra output on the back though, what it's for is to hook up one of Truetone's expansion boxes like this XP5, for example. 5 isolated outputs. You just run a DC cable that's included with the XP5. You run it from here right over to one of these inputs, and then you can even run from another one of these inputs, which is an output in that case, to another XP5 or XP8. XP8 looks like that. So you can have an unbelievable number of isolated outputs coming off of this one CS11. Let's see what else is in the box. Got an IEC cable, nice heavy duty IEC, international standard. You got a pair of Pedaltrain mounting brackets with screws to match to mount those onto your power supply and then to mount them onto the Pedaltrain pedal board. That comes with it. In the cable packet, we have a generous amount of DC cables of different lengths. They're all color-coded, which I can show you here. It's like the 12-inch is yellow and 18-inch is white and so on. Also have blue and purple, different lengths. So you can customize it to your pedal board. These converter plugs do a variety of different things, whether you've got old style 1/8-inch 3.5 millimeter mini plug or battery, or for like old line 6 modeling pedals, reverse polarity. And then a brand new one called the C2.5, which is for line 6 HX series or Pod Go series to convert the plug size for those. And also, lastly, it comes with our MC2 cable, which is single input socket, 2 outputs. So you can go, if you want to daisy chain 2 pedals, you can do that, or you could flip it around the other way. Let's say you have a line 6 HX series or Pod Go series that you want to distribute the power on that just to keep everything nice and cool. You can plug them into 2 of these here, or even split it way over here and really distribute the power more. And then on the other end, you take one of the DC cables, plug it into that, and then take your C2.5, plug that into the pedal. Very simple. So that all comes in the box. These are sold separately, as you probably guessed. They're not in the box, but they are available to you if you want to expand your CS11 to more isolated outputs. And that is the new Truetone One Spot Pro CS11. Studio grade power supply, dead quiet. And like everything that Truetone puts out, it's reasonably priced. You could spend more, but you don't have to. You could spend less, but you probably shouldn't. It's just right.